Hello, everyone. I'm assuming they know that they're in their own voice chat. Or in a different voice chat. Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming they had to talk about something. Oh, yeah. Well, we've got an Annie back. Hello, how are you? Everyone hearing me okay? Am I coming through? Good on your end? Okay.
network timeout for me.
Mm. G6 Skipper, how are you? How are you holding up?
I'll be right back. I need to restart my computer.
Okay. You have a new baby boy named Joshua? Oh, nice. Well, congratulations. Happy for you. Getting better and better every day. A slow process, but it is getting better. Not sure how she got down there. Hi, Raven. How are you?
Okay.
Just a reminder, I don't have alerts on, so I don't hear when people enter or leave. So I'm not ignoring you. If I don't see you. That's why I miss people when they come into Discord. Just doing okay, huh? I did get your private message on Discord. I will respond to it later. But I'm actually not too worried at the moment. But I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's like mayor of New York City gets detained by ICE. It's like
New Jersey.
That's not good.
Yeah. New Jersey. Was it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And all she did was want to visit a facility and see how the place was run, and they detain her and everything. It's like,
And they didn't do anything until he left. He was on his way out.
yeah.
No alerts, so you can peekaboo without traumatizing me? You're a manager for Speedway 7-Eleven now. Nice. Is this Southland Corp, or is it a franchise? Either way, 7-Eleven's actually a pretty good job. At least I liked working there when I worked there. I spent 3.5 years as a night shift manager at 7-Eleven.
That television over the fireplace looks a lot better than the clock I put up.
There was also a bar in Provincetown that was raided. Which I don't know if many people have heard about that. They had a big event.
Yeah, I just know that a couple of bars have been raided for no apparent reason. It's just...
Yep. So the harassment has started again. I'm kind of insulated because I own my house. I don't have any type of mortgage. And I don't have to worry about a job. Because I'm living on the money that I already have. So I'm actually in a fairly good place to outlast. Murray! Oh, most definitely harassment. I mean, the excuse they were using was fire code. In the middle of a big event. A big pride event. Skiggy! And simply Pius needed. I always do, Murray. I always do. Sometimes you don't even... Sometimes you even deserve it. Now, a bar in Provincetown was raided by police. Their excuse for the raid was fire code check. I'm sure there have been others. Yeah, I can read the message, but I'm not going to display it. No, I agree, Murray. I agree. And that's just the stuff we hear about. I'm sure there are things going on that we don't hear about. Yeah, I know about that as well, Murray. No, that can stay up. It's political, but there's nothing bad in there.
Yeah, Canada we made our suicide hotline available for all Americans who want to use it.
Yeah. Need to check and see how Fireball's holding up. Oh. Hope she's okay. Haven't heard from her in a while. Why I'm wondering.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Yep, that would depend on people getting up off their posteriors and actually doing something. So you stopped into this nutty community to share a hidden treat? Oh? I'm ready. Are you on my Discord, Marie? Salt and vinegar almonds. Oh.
Oh dear.
Okay, well then, I found a dad joke that I really like.
Oh no.
Why did the cowboy adopt a wiener dog? So he could, because he wanted to get along, little doggy.
As everyone said, just get out. 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 Out.
Of course, I was thinking about that. How many younger folks would actually get that? I think it's just us old folks that would get it. The new pope made it a sin to put ketchup on dogs. But what about cats? Nice. I like that. I think we're starting to get to Annie Murray.
Yeah, fire all y'all.
Did you hear French fries aren't from France? They're from Greece. Yeah, I don't like John Candy. Some people call them urinal cakes, but either way, they taste terrible. No, I got cards. Where's this backwards? Emergency dad jokes.
I'm a dirt.
Pineapple is now the devil's fruit. Uh-huh. Took me 10 minutes to walk to the bar, but an hour to walk back. The difference was staggering.
Interesting. Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh boy. 7 Days to Die doesn't want to play with me.
Oh.
Be sure the right version.
What did 50 Cent do when he started to get hungry? 58.
Okay. Huh. That's weird.
This is a pretty good ceiling. It's not the best, but it's up there.
Oh boy.
So, Pets, guess what me and Ben and Caribia did yesterday?
Y'all did Horde Night.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And do you know where we did it?
In the Wasteland, from what I hear.
Yeah. It was really fun.
And they sounded like they were proud of how well you did.
I didn't die.
Oh?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I had all the perks and stuff, so.
Uh-huh.
And amazingly, I didn't use any of my stamina when I was running back.
Yep. Did you hear about the guy that evaporated? He'll be missed. And why did Waldo go to therapy? So he could find himself.
I'm gonna come back to Seattle and find that deck card inside.
This photo was taken 5 years ago. But I finally got it back.
Interesting.
Night, save me.
And what has more letters than the alphabet? The post office.
Oh, why?
Swimming with sharks is expensive. Cost me an arm and a leg.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Still not as good as the Get Along Little Doggy. That was, why did the cowboy buy a wiener dog?
Oh.
So he could get along, little doggy.
Pretty great one.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. I never
Out.
is.
Out. Just get out.
Can you send me a invite, please?
Already done?
Oh. You are on top of everything, sir. Well done.
When I'm not reading, I am. Gotta keep Annie entertained.
I already filled them.
The lights were acting weird, so I was checking.
wasn't on in the house, so.
Yeah,
Which
oh,
is
that's the
strange.
probably because the second level is not, it's out of gas too.
Mhm. I don't know where the generators are for that.
They're same place.
Oh,
All the generators are. It's kind of dark down here because the lights are out.
Yeah.
Wait, the lighting's changed.
I know. It. Part of
This
why I
bridge
was
is far.
confused. Hmm.
Yeah. I think I did something to
You can't
disturb
have pizza
the...
without pineapple, Marie.
Well, you can, but
It's not as good.
yeah.
I'm not sure you could even call it pizza.
Yeah, I think something disturbed my tummy again.
But it makes it so moist, Marie. I mean, what could be better than a moist pizza with a nice crispy bottom?
The cake.
That's what oil is for. Extra virgin olive oil. Ah. The pizzas that me and Jerry used to make. He would make the dough and roll it out. I would put the toppings on it. He made a olive oil with crushed pepper and garlic. And the oil with the crushed pepper and the garlic was to spread around the edge of the pizza. So you put a thick coating of oil all the way around, then you put your marinara or pesto, and put the rest of the toppings on top of that. It made a really, really nice crust.
Yeah, my tummy's too sensitive right now, so.
That's why I wasn't impressed with the vinegar and salt almonds. Wasabi almonds, on the other hand, my stomach just can't handle the vinegar. But I love wasabi almonds.
Maybe it was the mac and cheese that I ate earlier.
Oh.
And it wasn't really that good mac and cheese, but it
Mhm.
was okay-ish.
Yeah. I've had a few mac and cheese that were really good. Costco used to sell a brisket mac and cheese that was absolutely amazing.
No,
And
that's too much.
I haven't run into anything as good as that. It wasn't an abundance of meat. It's that the flavor of the brisket had saturated the rest of the mac and cheese.
Oh.
So the flavor was just wonderful.
Yeah. I like brisket. I mean, my dad makes brisket really well, and he does like 20+ pound brisket from time to time. Because, I mean, you're feeding a family of 4, maybe 5 people. So you kind of need a big one.
Your local Irish pub makes the best lobster mac and cheese? Huh, I haven't even heard of lobster mac and cheese. That would be really good.
It is a thing?
Uh-huh.
It is a, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna touch it because, you know, crustaceans.
Oh. Scum-sucking bottom feeders?
No, it's just like I can do feeders and bivalves, which is
Mhm.
shrimp, crab, lobsters, things that can walk, basically,
Mhm.
are like a hit or miss with me.
Ah.
Yeah. Same.
Like,
I'm
Same.
actually not very big on lobster. I do like seafood. I love shrimp, if they're done right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm not big on lobster. I don't really care for king crab.
No.
It's one of those meats that falls under the too dry category, or can fall under the too dry category.
Yeah. It's the only reason why I only. And I'm pretty picky when it comes to my shrimp.
Uh-huh.
If it's like buttered shrimp,
Mm-hmm.
ooh,
It just depends on whether or not it's overcooked for me.
yeah,
If it's the rubbery shrimp, yeah, I don't like it.
no,
If it's
yeah, I agree.
if it's a tender shrimp, then it should be fine.
Yeah, and you know, coming from like, well, like if you get it at a grocery store and it tastes too rubbery, like you said, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna eat that. So that's why we usually like to get it frozen.
Uh-huh.
That way we can like put it in like gumbo,
Mm-hmm.
for example. It's really really good.
Yeah. Actually, the
like it.
best shrimp I ever had was a pico de gallo with popcorn shrimp in it. It was the little bitty
Really?
baby shrimp,
Oh,
and
I
it
didn't even know such a thing existed.
uh it's hard to find.
Okay.
It's not a typical pico de gallo,
I see.
but boy was it good.
Yeah.
That little bit of shrimp flavor in the pico de gallo was wonderful.
Yeah.
It wasn't an overabundance of shrimp, it was just enough to give it some flavor. And those little bitty shrimps were actually pretty good.
Yeah. And today for lunch, because you know it's Mother's Day,
Mhm.
so my mom got to choose what we were having for lunch, and she said slim chickens, and I am completely shocked by what I got.
Uh-huh.
Because usually I don't eat the chicken tenders because it messes up my stomach in a big way.
Uh-huh.
No, thank you.
Uh-huh.
So I got a salad with grilled chicken
Uh-huh.
and ranch. It was pretty good.
Huh?
I mean, I ate about half of it because, like, it really made me quite full.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I
I
put the other half
was
up.
thinking about shrimp or grilled chicken makes my stomach turn. If it's if it's dry at all, it's a texture thing for me. It's not the way the chicken is cooked.
Okay.
just stick with thigh meat then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sliced chicken or chicken on sandwiches. That and turkey. I can't think of anything worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You use the breast meat that gets dried out.
Yep. Dark meat I can eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just the white meat I can't eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I gotta say, I mean, I did cover it with a lot of ranch,
Mm-hmm.
but it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually proud of myself for eating less unhealthy food
Hmm.
than I normally would.
Well, I can eat stuff like chicken tenders or chicken nuggets, because that's
Yeah.
not real chicken.
The chicken tenders are in the innermost part of the breast, so that's actually the softest part of the breast.
Assuming you get real chicken tenders and not stripped thighs, which is what a lot of places sell as chicken tender.
Yeah.
And if they add any chicken to it.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have a technical question.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Bent and I just experienced a darkening of the world in the sense that both of our heads up
Mhm.
went
Dark
dark
vignette.
black vignette around the edges. It is lightened up some, but mine is still transparent black around the edge for about say an inch. And
It should be over now because I was starting up a Cabin of Screams.
okay, yeah, that accounts for the lag.
Uh-huh.
But that doesn't account for the vignetting. That's never happened before. This is like this is
Double
like
check double check your food and water.
No, I'm
Water
tanked
fine.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, totally tanked up. This is that kind of that deep ring hazing, like when
Show me your screen.
Well,
Is it
now that
still
it's
there?
not
it is still
particularly-
there, but not as bad. But it is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like we barely had a low intensity light.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of tunneled in.
Well, the light was acting weird in the base.
Okay, yeah, that's where we are.
That's
But
your-
it's
Are you talking about the ring around your vision?
yes, and
That's
that's why I
your
said
light.
on the heads up.
Turn your light off.
You're not.
Okay.
I'm not explaining this well, and I can't because I can't. Let me see if I can free my mouse. I can. Okay, it came in like this, and it wasn't light. It was like the screen darkened and became pitch black,
Mm-hmm.
and then lightened back up. It
Mhm.
was regardless of whether my headlamp was on or not.
Yeah,
And hers did the same thing.
it's still
It's the game.
probably the resetting the Cabin of Screams.
Okay.
Okay. It is a weird dark vignette
Yeah,
shadow.
and it's still here is the thing.
I don't see
A
it on
little
your
bit.
screen though.
I don't see it as much now, although
Yeah.
I'm still tanked. My frame rates are still tanking pretty hard. But
Yeah.
I think that's just the Forges.
Yeah. I know that
Could also
some
be
of the
Cabin
lights
of
are not
Screams.
behaving.
You've already done it. You've already reset it.
Yeah, but every time I spawn in the new zombies, it will do the same
Point.
thing.
It does something strange.
Yeah.
But I thought you've
Yeah.
done. But aren't you done?
No, I just started it.
Oh yeah, and
Sorry.
as each section spawns in, because you
Right.
have to hit a
Okay,
trigger.
again,
Right.
that was what I misunderstood. I thought when it was spawned, it spawned,
No.
and then the trigger was triggered.
No.
I didn't. Okay.
Yeah. It only. It's just that the initial spawn of the POI is really bad.
So freaking huge.
Yep. And so many
Hmm.
dang
I think
zombies
the
too.
I think the base
Mhm.
problem is really not Cabin of Screams because it is really only when I'm facing the base. I think it is.
Sorry.
Why?
Not your fault.
Well, too much stuff going on inside of it. I need to take some lights down. Clearly.
No, I think it's
No.
the Forges and stuff. I will just go to my part of the house and stay there. It'll be fine.
Hey Annie, I know that we have a Ceiling Cove inside corner, because I've used it.
Okay. Sleep cove inside corner.
Except, of course, they don't call things
I'll be
what,
back.
an architect would, so,
Hmm.
gosh, you know.
Not.
Excuse me.
Like every once in a while, like how much everything would cost to take this to make our own game.
What does it take to get, competent text on a...
Mhm.
A lot, because their code is so.
I know, their
Questionable.
code is just... Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Hold that
I
thought.
know.
Mhm.
It's like, since an alternate universe is probably
Yeah,
the
but
code is probably easy to handle.
you're not a game coder, so you don't really understand what it takes to, and that type of yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I can feel the sarcasm from here.
Yep. Very potent.
Precisely.
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. I found it.
Sinister disaster. It's actually treating us really well. I'm really enjoying more of the walkers. You try and play this and get killed by the critters more than the zombies.
At first, we were getting our behind handed to us right regular like, but it
Proverbially
has improved.
handed.
It has improved.
Uh-huh.
Just avoid the pickies and everything's fine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yes.
mostly.
And avoid the danger bacon.
And the dire wolves.
Yes.
Yeah, dang it.
Wonder if that's it. Arch corner or arch inside corner?
Yeah, War of the Walkers has always been a nice mod. The amount of work he has put into it with since I last played it is really, really good. It's a very smooth mod now.
With the exception of cabin screams.
That's just the base game problem.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just being
Cheeky.
Yeah, I'm cheeky. It is actually a very lovely mod. I'm enjoying it immensely.
Ah, there goes Crazy's room. Okay. Other side.
Oops. I fall down, go
Oops.
boom.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Well,
Into a bunch of zombies.
Well,
I'm in Cabin of Screams.
yes, we know.
It fooled us.
How did y'all guess?
The 3.2 frame rate. My frame rates have never been that low. They've been in single digits, but they've never been that low.
And it also explains why I couldn't loot anything for
Oh,
several seconds.
Uh-huh. Oh, it'll do it.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
fired up vanilla a couple days ago. Weather effects is nice feeling in the game. Think they upgraded the lighting.
Maybe that was in the 2.0, whatever this last thing was.
Mm-hmm.
was looking for Annie. I picked the wrong
Wrong way.
Oh yeah, she's
triangle
20.
that follows.
No worries. 28 meters to your left.
Oh,
Hello. Looking for me?
I made a couple oil pumps. Where do you want them?
I think you should probably put them somewhere that's not at the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to build a field, I think.
I was thinking down south a bit, half a click or a click.
I think there's a few things we may have to move off base.
Put them at the tree farm.
Tree farm's still off base, isn't it?
Oh, way off.
Oh, come on, my tree farm isn't that off.
No, your tree farm's pretty on mark, actually.
Uh-huh.
Now the $12.27 question is there a corresponding outside corner?
Grr. Why grr?
Because I can't logic something.
Well, we are talking 7 days to die here.
No,
Point.
this is a me logic.
Oh,
Okay. Large. Give me the outside corner.
Oh! Art Nargle.
wow, such language. That almost sounded dirty.
Almost.
If you wanted dirty, when would you go with Schnitzel Fritz?
I don't know. I'm thinking there could be some dirty schnitzels out there. Hmm?
One goes there.
Okay, so
And there.
oh, that's what's happening. Okay. Hit the ceiling, fall off the pole. All right. Hard to nerd pull at 3.8 and hit a roof at the same time because you don't know you're hitting the roof.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kirby, you can stop streaming. That might help with.
Oh, I forgot I was still doing that. Thank you. Yes, that will help immensely. Stop streaming. Because I generally don't stream 7 days to die, and that's why. Unless I'm on a private. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, totally spaced that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I bet you that
Right.
isn't all of my problems.
No. It's the game.
No,
Some of them, but you know,
it's
the rest
most
of
of it
is.
because it's responding really nice now. It's most of it. All right, now I can get to work. That is the piece I wanted.
Piece I want.
Bisky, how are you? Oh, there it is.
Alrighty. That part works.
Looking forward to a new update. The new update. Don't judge your ordering a bird feeder. I don't see a problem with the bird feeder. There's something type of problem with the bird feeder? I'm sure the birds don't have a problem with the bird feeder.
I'm sure they do not.
Welcome to the Nut Hut. Now you can nut check your friends.
Bisky, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. No problem for you? Here it bears the seeds of trouble. become quite the bird watcher. You have a park where you feed them. It's really awesome. Yeah. When I first got to Seattle, the people I was staying with fed the squirrels in the backyard. And I would sit out there and just watch the squirrels. It was always very relaxing.
Squirrel TV.
Uh-huh. Would it even count as cat TV?
It would count as cat TV. By the way, I had both kitties in one nest again last night.
Ooh.
Not quite sure how that happened, but, you know, that's okay, it worked.
Uh-huh. You have fox squirrels there, and you're in Michigan? Nice.
Fox squirrels are so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, bugger.
What are you innuendoing about?
Oh, the, clock face is not allowing me to, it wants to be decidedly recessed, which I do not object to. Except that it's like an offset half block deep, and so it's, I swear it was available on a full block previously.
I think it should, let me come in here and check. I think it is. Let me see here. It's gonna be at the
Half block. Because I do not recall having to do weird wrangling to set it in an exterior wall previously. And
Yep, that's definitely a half block.
Caribia and while I am thinking about it, I'm going to send you the YouTube channel or YouTube video for that printer I was looking at.
Yes, please. I'd like to show that to Sparks.
Goes to MU. She tells you the campsites around Great Lakes is amazing. I would assume so.
My mom went to MU.
In case you're wondering about the printer I was talking about, that's the video to a person who was reviewing it. The printer itself looks amazing. If it lives up to the hype. which I have a feeling it will. It's still in Kickstarter.
Yeah, because I call the clock being flush over our bed on the
Let's see here.
the old server.
Right, but the bed is only 2 wide, not 3.
No, flush in the wall.
Oh,
And this is insetting it halfway in and leaving a little rough spot.
Which bed?
Well, it's the junction with the wall that's a problem, not the not so much the bed, other than it previously hung above our bed and didn't have the
Lunar boys are up.
tuner-
say spring has sprung.
Yeah, tuners are in fact out.
Looking at the old picture you have from back in Alpha 21, it looks like a half block actually. Well, take it back. Try to figure out. The
And
bookcases
could the-
are half block.
Now because of the rim that it has around it, I can't put it in the wall against a half block. So maybe I can break another block and try something.
Let's see here. I was like, picture. Let me. I found the picture in the building section of your server. In the last building we did. And it looks like it's a half block.
Does it have?
Come upstairs.
Yeah, it seems like it's got a piece of trim that I do not remember it having around it. So, the whole getting it to leave.
Let me get it. Oops, wrong button.
Oh,
So in the picture, that chair's awfully close to that block.
well, I may just have to do without my ever-present clock. Eek.
This looks a little different. 'Cause, like, you have a
It
couch
does.
in front of it, but it looks the same, but something's just slightly off. Okay, this is as Denny DM'd you the picture of your old room. I think it's still a half block. I think just make the whole thing and see how it looks.
Mhm.
It might look right after you finish doing it.
Oh,
Kind of like trust the process
Right.
kind of
It's-
situation.
it's the- Yeah. Yeah.
The bookcases are a half block themselves, and Yeah, and so the half block gap from putting in the clock, plus the half block that's from the bookcase, it makes it look like a whole block in there. Yeah, the clock's in the right shape. It just looks weird.
Yes, it does. Well, I may have to blow off my cove ceiling. Oh,
I have to blow up what?
my coved ceiling.
Mm.
Fuss with it and see.
Instead of getting rid of the cove, see it raise the clock up a block.
Then it encroaches into the coving. See how many? Oh, yeah. And I did upgrade that to holy cow hit points because I'm having to set it into the wall. Yeah, because that little border around the top of the 12 will
be right under the cove.
Right, it'll make the cove look sharp.
Yeah.
Block. Let's see. This is not the right block, but it's...
Bear problems?
Yeah. No, it's better than being clock blocked like Bent is.
Oh boy.
I'll give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
And
Peace, love, and happiness. Headed to
Yeah,
bed. Okay, well, have a good night, Busy. Or Bizky.
hello, good night, Bisky.
So, chat, we are discussing playing another game. Vampire Survivors. Tiny Tina's was mentioned as well. Forever Skies. What was the one that Crazy mentioned?
Just remember, when you buy, I wasn't sure you had it in you to pull that off. Great
There's
job.
no. I wasn't here. Crazy.
No, he'll be back later. I'm getting to a point where I'm getting tired of 7 Days to Die again. So I need a break. Or, not a break, but I need to mix it up a little bit. I need something else introduced into our lineup. Minecraft server has been mentioned.
I think that's what Crazy mentioned.
That was only one of them. I've tried the raft and really just didn't like it.
Raft is a very interesting game. It's just kind of missing a little bit. It's missing something.
Yeah, that's the feeling I was getting too.
I played through it, the whole thing, and
Small Lands was another one.
Time's a wasting. Let's get another job for you.
there's been several updates since the last time we played it.
Mhm. I need ideas, chat. What do you all want to watch? And don't tell me whatever you want to play. I've heard that before and everyone left.
Mm-hmm.
Even the ones that were suggesting it left.
Rude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well. Another one that I haven't played for, a month of Sundays and then some.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know really how practically streamable it is for our audience.
Mm-hmm.
But we had fun being Oompa Loompas.
Planet Crafters is an idea. The thing we'll have to be careful of with Planet Crafters is not to rush it too much. Same with Forever Skies. I can actually finish Forever Skies in a few hours.
Right.
At least the main story.
And Planet Crafter just had a fairly respectable update, so there is plenty of content there that is new to all of us.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking Planet Crafter.
Yeah.
Same with Forever Skies. They've added some stuff.
Yep.
They've added a crap load of stuff. Some of
just
which
added-
I'm not real keen on, and some of which I can,
Well, I've actually recently played through Forever Skies. I can still finish that game pretty quick.
Yeah, I haven't played it for a while, but
Same.
some of the environment stuff that they
Mhm.
introduced, I don't know, 2 expeditions ago.
I really like the changes they made to Forever Sky.
Some of them were great. Some of them were I'm not so crazy about.
Mhm.
But
Well, I really liked the changes to the story. The way they expanded it and morphed it a little bit. Made it a little bit more difficult to get to the end.
I haven't been to the end yet, so I don't know.
No, I don't like Ark at all. It can burn in a fire as far as I'm concerned.
Pretty finicky and kind of hard to play.
What? Ark?
Arc.
Yeah. I know this is sacrilege, and that people are going to hate me for it, but I really don't like dinosaurs. I know, it's a shock.
I could take it or leave it. It's an either or.
I just don't like dinosaurs. I never have liked.
Nothing wrong with that.
We still love you.
dinosaurs are cool, but
I don't even find them cool. They're
I don't
kind of
think-
interesting, but
well, that's
Yeah,
the thing. I mean, I geek out on the science and history stuff, and that isn't going to get touched in a game. So
Yeah, see, I like it. I like dinosaurs from they're cool from a history point of view, but I don't live and breathe dinosaurs. Didn't even when I was a kid. But I do like them, especially the herbivores. I think they're quite cool.
oh,
And velociraptors, just because, velociraptors, the way they think.
Yeah, like, I was kind of big in dinosaurs when I was growing up. I think maybe the art style of Ark, that's my problem.
I
Yeah.
think for me, because they were so popular when I was growing up, I kind of just poo-pooed the ideas of dinosaurs being interesting. Remember, that's how I started liking so much food. I would find something that other people didn't like and decide that I liked it.
right.
That is actually a mindset that works for lots of people. Ask me how I know.
Yep.
Oh, come
Hey,
on.
Grello, how are you?
That's not the right
Keep
block.
boss. I don't know how much longer I can play tonight and deal with the
Lag.
lag. It is really starting to hurt my eyes.
Ooh.
Let me go downstairs and see what I can do.
I was
think,
having
well,
problems around the base, even with my graphics card.
this is it. I think of what it is, Annie, is I'm just going to have to leave the base for a while.
We may have to have a separate base just for the furnaces and workbenches.
Like,
Have separate
like we did
bases.
before.
Yeah.
That might be.
I think it's I think anything that burns is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Let me turn off the tungsten forge and see if that helps at all.
Okay.
That's off. That's the only thing running right now. And let me turn off.
It could be the paint that's causing lag. I don't like the idea, but it could be the paint that's doing it.
Turn off the lights for a second here.
I don't know. It's if I paint, if it's a drill, if it's, it doesn't seems to be a little bit of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it is any one thing that's doing it.
It's all the above.
Pretty much.
It may not even be the forges, it could be the crafting benches that are doing it.
Pick some of them up, maybe?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay.
We've got so many crafting benches. Don't we still have... we've got all of our inventory. Oh, to reduce it down to 1 each. And see how that goes.
What? Think. Oh, items.
Okay.
Just when it
Wonder.
was starting to look good.
Awesome. When's the last time you restarted your computer?
Recently,
I know,
wasn't
right?
it?
Yeah. But that probably wouldn't hurt. So.
Because I know I couldn't get into the game until I restarted my whole computer.
Mm-hmm.
I got network timeout. Try and get into the game.
People
Bad
watching
computer,
it...
no biscuit.
Yeah. People don't really like watching it, but there's also World War Z, which we haven't played in a long time.
What? Yeah, I missed that game. That was fun. Stressful, but fun.
Once Human actually has a decent following. I don't even own Once Human.
Oh yeah, Once does look kind of interesting to play. Also,
The
the building
game?
looks interesting. Things free to play.
Which one?
I think Once Human.
Let me look real quick before I cycle through.
Have a good night, Murray.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep, free to play. And the building looks interesting in it. The building.
Mm-hmm. What was it we were playing the other day that didn't require a server for multiplayer grouping?
I don't remember, but whatever it was limited to
Nightingale?
like 4 people.
Yeah, nine.
Yes, it was
It's
Nightingale.
a nightingale. Nightingale.
was an odd setup for a multiplayer. Weren't there problems with it though?
It was tricky getting it set up, but once it
Once it
started,
was running, it seemed fine.
yeah. Oh, fun pimps. It's right. So,
Hmm.
I'll be
Texas,
back in a minute.
okay. So your burning shaft mod text,
Uh-huh.
I can see the light that's casting in the room,
Uh-huh.
but your headlamp, when you have it on, I cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
Just
So,
thought,
so you can't see me brightening your day.
no, I cannot.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna reduce the number of cement mixers.
Yeah, because we can move those to the other base. Or
Yeah,
we've still got some at the other base.
We have some.
I'll take out half of them, see how that works.
Yeah, I think the problem we're running into is trying to have everything in one place.
Well, we know better than that.
Mm-hmm.
We've worked around that in the past.
This is like very little compared to what we usually have.
Yeah.
But with the intensity of some elements of the mods,
I think it's that it's modded is a bigger difference.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
A greatly reinforced wall.
Elite used to be entertaining in a group. Well, the other thing I'm trying to keep in mind is what's semi-popular. It was the problem with World War Z. World War Z was not popular at all.
It's just a shame because it's a fun game.
It is a fun game.
And we've played something else that was, that had its own inherent entertainment value. I don't remember.
No, and I actually appreciate that, Caveman. If I wasn't looking for ideas, I wouldn't have asked.
Caveman.
I'm just giving you my thinking as well. Because I hate to say it, I do need to, if I'm going to be streaming it, I do want people watching it, at least a few people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what we could do. The Barbie pet store.
No. Do we have a workstations box?
It is above the rightmost cement mixer.
Hey, but if we play Barbie's pet store, then Caveman would be more than willing to join us.
Hey, Caveman, I have a diggy hole right up your alley. Kiki and I have been working on it for a few days, and it's I ended up doing the side excavation, which is richer than the primary excavation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have to go back out and start, chewing out on Brimstone again. So
The problem with a lot of the multiplayer games is they can be limited to 4 people. Wasn't Tiny Tina limited to 4?
Yes.
Tiny
And
Tina
that's
was. I know.
And
the
World War
Nightingale
Z,
was.
yeah, World War Z
4.
is limited to 4.
Mhm.
That's the problem I have with a lot of those games, is there's a limit to the number of people you can have playing it.
We did rotations for World War World War Z and Tina's.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we got around that. Also, I don't have Tiny Tina's, so don't have a problem with me.
I thought you did have that.
I don't think I do. No, I think Pixel has it, or sorry,
Oh, it
AK.
could have been. Yeah. So I'm not big on playing Minecraft.
Okay. It'd be fun though.
It would be.
And also, the people that you worry about are not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I took out 2 of the Kim stations,
Mm-hmm.
took out half of the Smith mixers, and I'm taking out half of the ammo benches. Oh, that Project Soundboy. Anything but that game. Anything but that game.
That one I'm always hesitant about because there's not a winning end game.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's not one for 7 Days to Die other than survival. But it's always struck me as kind of a hopeless game because you're always going to get something and die from what I was watching.
Yeah, like the last time I played, the first time, last time I played it, we got into a death spiral or death loop, and we could not get out of it. And we had a really good setup too, so it was just kind of like, no, all of our things, all of our progress, and there's so many zombie versions of me roaming around in this mass of zombies.
Yeah, exactly, Caveman. I know it's possible to survive a long time in Project Zomboid. But first impressions and all.
Mm-hmm.
What else have we got? A couple of the ones that are off the table are Fortnite and Apex Legends. Food users still restarted?
Think so?
Oh.
Let's see. We can always play Satisfactory.
I love Satisfactory. But the problem with a game like that is it's usually up to one person to do most of the building.
Maybe like hash out a game plan
Mm-hmm.
and just like stick to the script.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that working out for you, dear?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a thought.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're good with Small Land and Fur Skies and
Be
what
Rising.
else?
Yeah.
V Rising. Those have no don't have a low party max.
Yeah. I'm looking at my game list to see what else we can do.
Oh. How could I possibly be able to paint? Painted that much yet. But, you know, I know where it lives. I can get more.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sorry, gonna take out everything.
Part of the problem is a lot of the games that I like to play are single player.
Yep.
There aren't a whole lot of multiplayer.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Factorio.
that is Trixie.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we can do Factorio. That's a fun game.
Yeah.
It is.
I wanted to have 12,000 hours in the game if it wasn't fun.
Have y'all played Generation Zero?
Zero. No, did not have that game. Oops.
I don't think
me
it's got
see.
multi.
I don't
No. Single player or online co-op. One guy made it to 10 years on stream. Decided to burn a forest down and kind of like fireworks. Then he got trapped in the fire.
Well, yes,
Well,
that
that's
does
one
happen.
way to go up in a blaze of glory.
Mm-hmm. We need to try Once Human, because that's a free game.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah. It's an idea. I get that one mixed up with Become Human.
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting that they're two separate games.
Yes.
Because Once Human is nothing like Become Human.
Yes. Nothing.
I think that was the name of it. Become Human Detroit?
Becoming human?
Yeah, Becoming Human Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That goes in. Oh dear, wait. I need that book. Okay, what's that?
The whole game looks like a Shroom trip gone bad, but it does a good job sucking you into it. Oh. I've actually watched people play it. It does look like a good game. I just tend to steer clear of MMOs. And I don't, while it is an MMO, I don't think it's a typical MMO.
I don't think it is. Oh, you know what?
Hmm?
Speaking of MMOs, there's always Guild Wars 2.
I was going to say, it sounds like an MMO in the sense that Guild Wars is a quote-unquote MMO.
Yeah.
Very not typical. Oh.
Yeah, like
And you group
the
up.
ones.
And you can do
Yeah.
guilds or group up in Once Human, or Once Human.
I think so. It's been a while since I looked at the game, so I can't remember all the ins and outs, but
Mhm.
I think that's how it goes. Okay, Caribbean. I have reduced almost all the heavy hitter.
I'm sure it's fine.
Mhm.
Just me.
No, because if
No,
you're
it's-
getting it, I bet other people are getting it as well.
Nobody has said anything, so I doubt it.
Mm.
I was for a bit, but I wasn't at the time that you finally got to logging out.
Yeah, there is
but-
Conan. I thought about Conan.
It's actually getting a little better for me, actually, because, like, before I was, like, teens and 20s, now I'm in the 30s and 20s, so I think it is working.
If you throw me a party invite in your convenience,
Mhm.
we will give it a go.
On the way.
House looks like a shambles again.
The problem with Forever Skies is it's fairly limited content. We could probably finish that in a couple of weeks, even just playing it once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not sure how multiplayer works in that.
Well, it's been a hot minute since I've played it, so
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I am not the one to ask that question.
I played it right after the last major update,
Mm-hmm.
where they added content.
Mm-hmm.
Same here. But not long enough to finish it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and Planet Crafters now has the moons you can visit.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. I played the alternate planet they had, which was interesting, but it was a much smaller map.
Ooh, there's Tectonica.
Yep. Then there's Tectonica, which has also had a major overhaul
Mm-hmm.
a while back, but they overhauled it almost from the ground up.
Oh.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, I think I had to start over from scratch because
I couldn't.
But-
Yeah, I couldn't recover. The changes were so drastic. It was, yeah. Fixing what I had in place was almost a nightmare. It behooved me just to start over. Okay, now where's my track lighting?
Well, the other thing I can do is go on to our server host and see what other games they host.
Mm-hmm. Also prudent, since we have a good hosting service.
Yes.
It is
Mm-hmm.
not being forcibly sucked into using some other service
Mm-hmm.
is reasonable.
Well, we've also got the space for it.
Right.
Because we've still got the old server that I can get rid of and reacquire the space that it was using.
Uh-huh.
Our old vanilla server. Yeah, I'm not getting the frame drop that I was.
Oh, and I'm up to 80, so yeah.
It
guess
was-
eliminating some of that likely was helpful.
What were you
Yeah.
doing here?
My bag was too full for taking out everything out of the forges.
Okay. I thought maybe we had acquired a pet or something.
Nope.
We could.
I have played Conan's single player, but I've never played it multiplayer. I don't know what that's like.
Never played Conan before. I know. Shockers.
Never played Conan.
It's got things in common with Ark. It's got a dick slider and a pressed slider. Unless you go with the PG mode.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
I didn't remember that being an Ark.
No, it's not in Ark. It's in Conan. That was one of the
Yeah,
draws
you
of
said
Conan.
like Ark, I thought.
The gameplay is a lot like
Oh.
Ark. It's one of those very difficult until you get your character built up. I thought it was Conan, Caveman. Or if they removed it from Conan. And I don't remember that being in Scum. I haven't played Scum in years.
Okay. Now we have two of everything and some 4 of everything now, because I just reduced everything by half. Nope. Got one. There we go. We could take over a building inside the town and have that as a auxiliary.
There's a
Captain station.
warehouse. There's actually a warehouse in that, or the self-storage unit. Either of those might work well.
Great. And I'm gonna turn on the lights and see how that goes. Okay. Turn on.
Yeah, it dropped by 10 FPS for me just turning the lights on.
Didn't so
Okay.
much for me. So.
No, I'm doing okay so far.
Come stand where I'm at.
Hang on a second, let me put something on here real quick.
Just standing here idle, I'm at less than 30 FPS.
I'm at 75, and I'm on the 2nd floor, so...
Let me go upstairs real quick.
You're facing the building. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm checking FPS.
Yeah. I know, yeah. Facing the building right here, definitely. This is where my major drops were happening. Yeah, mine dropped to 30 here. And they go up to 60 here.
Oh, you know what it could be?
Mhm.
The glass.
No, it's the lights. It's the lights, because
But it's only dropping to 30, not 3.
Without the lights on, it was up to 40.
also looks like the lights are not consistent across all clients.
Yeah, I told them about our little adventure the other night.
Oh yeah, me. Yeah, blinking lights, one blue, one green, one or yellow to cast. Some are blinking and strobing for me.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
but they were not for me, and I was standing in the hall next door. I could watch it on her stream, but I didn't see it where I was standing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
fudge.
What?
Fudge.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button and I cut the wire.
Oh.
Ah, yes.
I hate when I do that.
Yeah, like, for me, it's weird. Like, when I'm in this corner of the workstation, I'm back up to like 38, 40 FPS. It's the generators.
Oh, I wonder if they brought back an old bug.
It'll do it.
It's generators. Okay, so
Remember back when they newly introduced the battery banks? Because if you hooked up a battery bank to a solar panel, didn't we lock up the server doing that?
I do not personally remember that, but I remember hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I need to move the generators somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And I need a bigger generator.
I wonder if I could reintroduce Fireball's generators.
That would be lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if I have her generator, then I could just have a substation
Mm-hmm.
and just carry the power back here and just like have the pretty lights, but not have the generators.
Because
running.
I don't think War of the Walkers has done anything with generators, have they?
Well, they have. They added 2 new generators. They had the Eco and the was it
HD.
HD. But they haven't changed the standard generator though. They just added 2 different generators.
Uh-huh.
And they added 2 battery sets.
So are we going Federalist with white balconies outside, or are we doing the gray and black?
I think I was going for gray and black, like kind of like metal railings, black metal railings, I think.
Oh, bugger.
Oh.
Whoa. Shame.
Oh, okay.
I just spilled a bucket on a whole wall, so.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought some
Nope. That was me spilling a bucket of paint.
So you pulled the Annie. She pulled the Annie.
Yep.
Annie?
However, I can fix it.
Yes.
I think I broke the wiring. Can you come down and
Sure. Oh, come on, let me through. Boop, boop,
Oh, no, I think I might have fixed it. Maybe not. Oh.
But there we go.
Okay, so it has to go from the black one to the orange one, and then from the orange one upstairs, right?
Yeah. So, you
Okay.
go out the hallway, and you cut it back here. Oh wait.
No, that one
So-
seems good still.
There's no line. You fill it or full. Turn on.
Well, I
And
wasn't worried about the actual power running in. I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure I got the lines right and going in the right direction.
Yeah. So you gotta take this one here. This
right.
one here.
This one has to go to
Oh,
right
This one right here.
to the orange one, and then to the
Yeah.
black one, and then upstairs.
Yes.
Okay. Because I disconnected one, and because I hit the wrong button. I was trying to get them reconnected, and I messed them all up. There we
Got
go.
that? Beautiful.
That one to that one. There we go. Oops.
Go upstairs. And then you can grab that power and bring it up to the.
Yeah, I forgot to. I gotta bring it up from upstairs. There we go. Okay, then I need Come up, baby. That's it. You can make it up here. You can. I know you can do it. And hot dog. All right. Now I'm back to where we were. Okay, because then I want to go from here up here. Up to that one. And I can have how many connection on each?
I
Like
think
4?
it's 7. I think.
Oh, then we're good. 'Cause I only use 4.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
Okay. That gets up to this floor. Get us up to this floor. Uh-oh, I think I lost my guy. I did. Okay, that's too far.
You crouch and I grab it from the switch up to bunk. There you go. Got it.
There we go. Yep, I still got it. Okay. Go in here and we attach it to... Oh, it looks like it might be already attached up here. It is up here. Okay. Got it. Then I want to go into here. Hot dog.
Hmm. How many people have Pal World?
Okay, that's too far away. I do not.
I don't think I do either.
Hmm.
Okay, so we need something in here because that one over there in the corner is too far. So we're gonna need one mid-range and
Like I've seen people play it, but I've never like played it myself.
I've played it
Yeah, I
a
was
lot
gonna say
single
I
player.
I think that's one of the ones that I've seen people and heard people play, but not
I've watched you
not,
play it.
Yeah, I played it quite a bit single player.
Can I put it here?
Starbound.
Oh no, can't put it in there.
There's Valheim.
Valheim, I thought gave Bent problems.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of choices when it comes to server-hosted games. How far did we actually get in Nightingale? Or did we even try Nightingale?
We tried that, Gale. We didn't get that far.
We didn't get. I think you guys got the. We got to the. We stayed on the main. I don't think you guys got to the second island. But we were also kind of. I don't think we were really rushing it, but it was kind of a boom, 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 boom because 3 of you had played it before, and so now that the rest of us have played it and have got a feel for it, it might not feel so, catching up all the time.
We ran into some type of hiccup. I don't remember what it was. It may have just been timing.
It may have been that because I don't recall. You know what? We could probably go to this one from this one. Is that you being wonderfully godlike out there, Annie?
Yes. Nope. You don't see anything.
What did you
So
do?
happy.
What did you do?
She's probably fixing the hole I put in the ceiling.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm actually painting the sign on the building.
Oh no. Everybody, be afraid. Be very afraid.
oh, the nut hut?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Okay. Okay.
All right. How can I paint my window frames without painting the whole building?
Very, very carefully.
Not bucket.
Not so much, really. For some reason, it wants to.
I found it very difficult.
Totally transfer. Yeah.
What
Yeah, because
frame?
like
What type of frame are you trying to paint?
The window casements.
Oh,
yeah, so
yeah.
basically I've come to the conclusion that you can't use bucket for the windows.
Mhm.
Oh, I wasn't. I was using a brush and doing it.
One block at a time.
Yeah, but even
Yeah.
at that, over here, because the way it's joined with the wall, we may have to.
There were several blocks that you had to paint the entire block, then go back and paint.
The adjacent thing, yeah.
The
How's
side
that?
you really wanted. Or unpaint the sides you didn't want.
Righty.
Oops. Okay.
Now let's see. Let's see if it retains it.
After you paint the whole side of the building.
Uh huh.
Yep. It should stay. I'll do it, because I think I have more paint on me than you do.
Possibly.
Okay. Cross your fingers. Here it goes.
Your trust.
Oh,
And my side is frozen. Okay. Haha.
Tally ho.
We have success.
We do. And I think that the Federalist white balconies look lovely.
Hmm?
We're missing a half block or a plate or something there.
Yeah, I was changing the sides. I was changing things around with the.
Ah,
I was
but-
going
you
with
gotta
the.
be kidding me.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Let me fix this part right here. I forgot to fix this. Oopsies. I'll come and help you in a second, Trubia.
Oh, it's just placement is all. It's just being poo-poo head.
I hate it when they're poopy heads.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all about. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I might have fixed it. Nobody panic.
That goes up there.
I can just get the.
With the little cubey cube. Where's the little cubey cube?
Oh.
Ah, there it is. There we go. Grab that color. Grab
Yes.
all sides. Paintbrush.
Some days it is good.
You know, we've also got some zombie leavings out here.
Yes.
Y'all don't know nothing about zombie leavings.
Yeah.
oh hell. You should have seen the pile of Horde Night loot.
It were splendiflous. I tell you, chat, it was this big.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
3-block radius.
it took something like 21 mercs to bring it home.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bill 6.
no. Yay. Okay, we're still good. Hot dog.
Huzzah.
Indeed. Now, let's go get my track lighting and see if we can get a little light on the subject. Right. Couldn't do the track lighting yet because I needed that. Okay.
That's right. So bent. The shape
Get
of
there.
the balconies. I have one balcony where it's kind of like a half block, and
Undercut. Mhm.
yeah, I think that looks better than the full block. We think.
I agree.
Okay, let me go and just replace all the balconies to the undercut.
Yeah. Oh, and I replaced a couple of doors and put the dynamic louvers in because we had a couple of doors busted out. And you know, had rude, cranky green girls inside. So I couldn't find the bars that you used to reinforce around the downstairs doors. So I put the dynamic grate or the dynamic bars in, which are actually louvered at a bit of an angle.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have like 25,000 hit points. So they may not be aesthetically quite as pretty, but I think the hit points make up for it. So if you're, downstairs and a couple of the door surrounds look a little different, that would be why.
Okay.
And we could do field stone for like the balconies and the pillars rather than paint.
Mm-hmm.
I did field stone for the big fireplace out back.
Are you talking about the flagstone?
Large rock.
Mm.
It's the
So they don't even call it flagstone anymore. Oh.
Well, this one is large cut rock.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Stone's large. Sometimes.
Well, they used to have a flagstone, which was nice.
Yeah, we did. We used to have a lot of things that were nice, and then they decided we couldn't have nice things.
Yeah.
True. So there is a dog slider in Conan 2. It's called Endowment.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wish we had 2 lengths of
Track lighting.
Yes, thank you. That.
I've never heard it called track lighting.
Really? It's the
Endowment?
only thing I've ever
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
the only thing I've ever heard it called.
Text. Just you're fired.
Yeah.
You're fired. You're fired.
He actually had me there for a minute. It's like, what?
I
What the
know.
do they call that, man? Oh, I'm so confused. Well, I live a very secular life, so I could be terribly confused about this.
Mm.
Okay, where am I going to put this? I have spaces.
I think that no shame tax.
No.
It doesn't. That's the thing. Yes,
Mm.
no shame.
Oops. Painted some dirt.
Oh, well, I spill paint in the dirt all the time.
I have been known to.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Avgas too.
Oh, well.
Try not to, but sometimes you just can't help it.
Mm. That's what I keep saying.
Well, if you're out on that backyard of Beyond road,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to check your fuel tank for water before you leave.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Come on, hold still.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I love the fact that I can nerd pull on anything. Oh yeah, that looks good. All right. Getting all these blocks down might be a bit of a pain, but... Dang it.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Alright. Missed a spot.
I have missed several spots.
Oh well. As I stepped back, I realized that some of it was just plain old untextured concrete still, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, we can fix that. Looks pretty good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Looks right nice, in fact.
Your work or mine?
Well, so far what I was talking about was mine on the...
Well, I heard you open the garage door, so I thought you were talking about the garage.
No, I didn't open a garage door.
No, I thought I heard the garage door.
I was walking around out there, but,
Yeah.
painting pillars.
Mm. Yeah, it does look very nice. Okay, one more. Let's not. See if it'll reach.
you can get some extra oomph out of your armor by adding a few simple modifications. We sell them right here.
Minotaur Theater is at tier 6.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember it being that big.
Think Paris Opera House.
Mm.
That's what we could build. The Paris Opera House with wing and fly and all that good stuff.
Uh-huh. The only problem I could see with that is the theater itself. Trying to get that completely supported. I don't know how big a space it is.
Could be tricky. Have to look. I do not recall.
All right, if you're in, if the job gets risky, there is no shame in quitting. But remember to take another job. I need those commissions.
Or one that doesn't have quite so much. And the Paris Opera House is actually not the vaulted space is not that ginormous.
That's what I couldn't remember though. I've seen it before.
It is middling good size, but it is not ginormous. It's not as big as you know, practically any of the American theaters. I mean, it's got more attached structure because, oh gosh, you know, students actually live there and learn and stuff, which they don't in American theaters. But another one that does not have a ginormous space, but that is very interesting because it has like 2 mezzanines and 3 levels of balcony. I'd have to look. Is the Mariinsky in St. Petersburg. And it is one of those fabulous old tail end of the Tsarist Russian beauties.
And that is also a very gorgeous building.
And it's not, you know, the open floor is actually not that big. But it's got
exactly, caveman.
Basically 5 or 6 tiers of vertical space.
Caveman saying there's ginormous and there's the 7 days.
And then there's ginormous, yeah.
Now,
that is true.
Then there's within 7 days structural integrity ginormous.
That is very true.
That is also true. This is why some of the builds I made were creatively modified off the floor plans that I built them from.
Yeah.
Because of the restrictions of 7 days. And voxel in general.
Yeah. I may build a little workshop, you know, a click or so away. I was looking at some of my old building stuff and came across you know, one of the world's oldest blueprints. Sumerian. I don't remember if it's 5,000 years old or 5,000 BC, but it's a clay tablet with a Sumerian mid-level citizen house,
Mm-hmm.
which, building a those would have been our outside the temple walls houses for Babylon. Mud brick. 2 or mostly 3 stories tall, center courtyard. None of the rooms are very big, very smartly laid out, and structurally, I mean, it's something that would be dead easy to build in 7 days
Mm-hmm.
because of the structure that's, specified on the blueprints for mud brick. Using our cubes as a meter square equivalent,
Mm-hmm.
spit one of those out in, a day and a half. And I can build it like across the lake or whatever. So we have, we can use it for some of our workshop space that is giving us heartburn. And I posted that picture of that blueprint to, I think subscribers are building back in the day when we were doing Babylon. But I just came across it in my own archive recently. So
Mm-hmm.
I can post it again if you're at all inclined. I mean, just to look at it as a curiosity.
Found a cracker book that actually has books.
You know. Wow.
It's modded, but and it has a bunch of books.
Cool.
Don't really need them as much.
Not so much, no. Brought back a
Which one you're
mountain.
in?
Brought back a mountain of books after Horde last night.
Which one am I
Yes,
in?
I think I know which one you're in, and yes, I agree. Trying to get my computer to wake up.
So, wood building.
Well, I have to refresh. I had a network error.
DeWall's library.
Oh, yes.
yeah,
The
that's a great
yes,
one.
that is a good one.
Okay, we're not reloading. What's going on? I'm gonna have to roll
I
the OS
think
back
Mercy
on this
bit off more
computer.
than she can chew. Yep. They killed her.
They do that. Yeah, somewhere down in the wasteland, we will at some point come across 2 blue backpacks, I'm sure, that are chock-a-block. 'Cause I did lose 2 NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they wandered off or died, but
DeWall's clothing. Yeah, it's only 2 stars.
yes, but if it gives us lots of fabric scraps,
Don't
probably worth
know how much fabric scrap there is in it. Like I said, it's
Well,
only a tier 2.
yeah, the clothing rack are coughing up fabric scraps, but not many. And considering the amount it takes to do duct tape,
Not as much as the clothing piles do.
oh, not by a bunch. I would think that, you know, a stack of clothing in a store should give up as much as clothing pile does, but they don't. Yep. One step.
Thank you. The track lighting looks nice, but it sure doesn't give a lot of light. Okay, better.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
And an interesting construction trivia. One of my biker buds and his wife bought a 400-year-old farmhouse in Basque territory. And he just posted some pictures of their current remodeling. They're having to put in a new stairway. And so they took out, you know, the floor of one room and the ceiling of another, and found the beams, which are all hand-hewn with an adze. And, you know, they're trees.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect they're oak, but the beams, you know, a couple of people were saying, well, it's a good thing, you know, there wasn't ever a fat person, you know, sleeping in that bedroom where they took the floor out. And it's like, folk, you have no idea of what you speak. These are, you know, they have been supporting a slate roof, and it's trees that are I forget the name of the construction technique, but instead of hanging a joist like you do with dimensional lumber, you basically you build a niche into the stone wall, which is, you know, 18 inches thick.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, lay the tree in the niche and then do masonry around it. And several of the commenters were skeptical about its weight-bearing capacity, and it's like, dudes, this is 400 years old, and all but about 2 of those are probably original to the house. And yeah, there's some wear where they've had flooring on them that has shifted over time. You know, but you're talking hardwood tree trunks for crying out loud.
Yeah, those clothing racks are a pain in the butt, caveman. Only got about 100 cloth out of that.
Yeah.
That's lousy.
Yeah.
We won't talk about the closing racks.
Yeah, those are trippy.
They used to be so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're better in the new update.
Maybe.
Or worse.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll make duct tape take 20 cloth for every glue instead of 7.
Uh-huh. What was it that takes 35 cloth?
Something, I don't remember what though.
Yeah.
Bed, maybe.
It could have been that or the bedroll.
Bedroll is like 10 cloth or 30 plant fiber.
Hmm.
The beds are 20 cloth.
Okay. Yeah.
Bed rolls are 10 cloth. Or I guess this mod has a 10 cloth. I thought it was make out of grass.
I think that was an update because you used to make it out of grass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and actually, you can make cloth out of grass, but it takes a mountain of grass to make one scrap of cloth. Which is why, whenever I walk anywhere, I collect cotton along the way.
Yeah, because it doesn't take that much cotton to make cloth, does it? Like 2
1
pieces?
for 1.
Yeah.
Nope, 1 for 1. At least
Ah.
at my skill level.
Well, I think it even starts at 2 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1. I just picked a
Hmm.
cotton thing and it's saying 1-to-1, so
Okay.
Yeah, but you two are also all skilled up at this point. Back in the beginning, before we have any skills, I think it might be a little more. Because you've got all of your living off the land and survivalist and all of that topped out, have you not, Night Raven?
Probably. He should.
I'm sure he does, because he's he level capped about the time we did, so.
Mhm.
my survivalist is actually stuck at level 1, so
Is it now?
Did you
Yeah.
not do
You haven't done the
complete my quest?
challenges. Isn't that
really.
one of the ones where you have to kill all the animals?
1 second. So search. So survivalists, you need to where is it? You need to kill 500. You gotta harvest 500 red meat and 500 white meat.
Hmm.
And then you need to, yeah, because we gotta kill like 25 tamed animals and 25 hostile animals.
Hmm.
The hunter challenge is the one that where you gotta kill like 50 of everything else.
Yeah.
I'm glad you want to do that one to unlock that class.
Well, Hunter isn't a class, though, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah. It's just a
I'm
Hunter
glad.
challenge. Yeah.
I'm glad for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like my survivalist
Hmm.
and soldier or covert soldier are both like level 1 is done.
Hmm.
Actually, the 5 that like classman, technician, soldier, and covert, level 1 is done. Survivalist, I'm still at the beginning of that, so
Hmm.
I thought you'd done
And-
all those.
no.
Whoops.
Yeah, we had a cotton farm, caveman. But we're moving the base, and that's one of the things that hasn't been moved over yet.
Yep.
Just as well, because, you know, talk about things that...
Oh, yeah, cotton's the worst with FPS.
Mm-hmm. Which is why it's, you know, way up on the hill away from the other base.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Oh, we
the
do
tallest...
have a cotton farm.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have a cotton farm. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's back by the old base, south of the old base.
Ah.
Now, what white are you using? Are you using the Adobe white or the medicine cabinet white?
To be white. That's the one. That's the white you had on your balcony.
Since we don't have a bunch of troublesome teens that we can chase around the house with a whitewash bucket.
Well, I'm about ready to call it a night.
Okay.
My butt is actually getting sore from sitting here.
Uh-huh. Need to get your new chair up there.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get your new chair up there.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, that is the whole why of the new chair.
Mm-hmm. I hope it's a little taller than this one. y'all working on?
Frames and balconies. Licking paint.
Mm-hmm. Okay, chat. I'm gonna call it a night. I will see y'all tomorrow.
Night chat.
Hey, chat.
Caveman, have a good night.
Indeed.
Scorching case of glutamus numminess strikes again. That almost sounds wrong, Caveman. Saying it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Only almost, but you know. What can we say?
I will see y'all tomorrow, so have a good night. Monard, if you're there, have a good night. I'll see y'all later.